Yeah, the revolution, y'all. Yep, the revolution.
The revolution, y'all, will not be televised.
Yeah, you gotta wake up, open your eyes,
Make a change in your life,
and find a new way of living.
It's time to start living for the children.
Everybody look into my life. Tell me what you see. The perseverance of a young man sitting is so free. LA Mac be the champ, but still fighting the struggle. They couldn't shut my mouth with a muzzle. I'm hard to figure like a puzzle. My name ought to be Jigsaw. Rough around the edges, I've been known to spit raw. Always with a pen and a book. I'm kinda thin and I look real suspicious like a one-eyed crook. Same loco as the city I claim. Not in a game, but I'm bang. Don't try me, I ain't new to this thing. Consequences and repercussions for pissing me off. I ain't mad, I'm just trying to pay the rent on this loft. Short arms and short pockets, I be pulling out lit. So understand why I'm trying to get bent. We all about that hippie hoppy. Don't stop me all the way live. Writing more issues than vibe when my mind televised. The revolution, y'all, will not be televised. You gotta wake up, open your eyes, make a change. We just wanna have a good time.
Hey, yo,
Wanna have a good time.
Nitro.
We just wanna have a good time. Oh yeah, no time for the drama. Come on. Hey, hey, we just wanna have a good time. Good time. We just wanna have a good time. Good time. We just wanna have a good time. Good time. No time for the drama. Everybody in the place, they was throwing their hands up. Everybody in the place, they was throwing their hands. Everybody in the place, they was throwing their hands up. Everybody in the place, they was throwing their hands. I just wanna have a good time. They calling me JJ, cause I got the mic posted up with the DJ. Please no requests, I'm repeating what he say. We got it under control, it's cool like Cool J. Now when the needle drop and the record spin, give me a scratch to let me know where the song begin. The show to hold the headphone with one ear so he can hear the monitor and mix the record real clear. It's okay, I said it's okay, cause I'm with the DJ. I'm with the DJ. It's okay, I said it's okay, cause I'm with the DJ. Cause I'm with the DJ. Everybody in the place, they was throwing their hands up. Everybody in the place, they was throwing their hands. Everybody in the place, they was...
Say make money, money, make money, money, money.
Make money, money, make money, money, money. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Survival of the fittest, you can sink or swim. I've been broke, I ain't never going back again. I need some C notes, some cheddar, and a stack of ends. I need a bowl of dough, I don't need no Facebook friends. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
Fat pockets.
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. You got a $5 bill, put your hands up. You got a $10 bill, put your hands up. You got a $20 bill, put your hands up. You got a $50 bill, put your hands up. Holla, holla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sign. I need that Skrilla on.
Hello. Hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from anywhere in the world. Guys, how you all doing?
I bet everyone is fantastic.
Post that on the comments, post there on the Telegram, on Discord, on all the social media that we're showing. Today is a great day. We are on the Thursday, so we got the property presentation. Andy, how you doing?
I'm good.
Sylvia?
Fantastic.
So today we got the property presentation. Then straight away, we're gonna go into some news. Okay, some news about the Metaverse world, and we got a few things to talk about, including we're gonna talk about the top 5 Metaverse tokens for great returns in 2023. So this is going to be very interesting call today. Get everyone plugged in, okay? Get everyone watching us. Share on Twitter, share on Facebook, share on on Twitch, share everywhere because it's going to be an awesome call you don't want to miss. All right. Hey, guys, without further ado, let's go into the property presentation. Hey, Andy, floor is all yours.
Let's do it. Okay, entire screen. Okay. Okay, guys, here we go. This is our presentation. You what?
Yeah, we can say all good. All good.
Oh, sorry, I said I was muted. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, guys, anybody hasn't seen this yet? This is our property presentation. I mean, normally we talk a lot about the token, we talk about the metaverse concept, but let's not forget the huge opportunity there is to be had with property in the metaverse. Now, about GMeta One, if you haven't heard about us, well, who are we? We are a hybrid metaverse ecosystem with interconnecting metaverse business development, networking, real estate, and education objectives. Our project is also a bridge. Guys, we're building, there's other projects out there, hundreds of them, probably thousands by the end of next year. We're going to be trying to build those bridges between our digital universe and theirs. Simple as that. Now, a significant part of our mission and our platform is founded on education, but also we also have placed a strong emphasis on business development and networking, and that's founded on a metaverse environment we have designed with the capacity to allow you to build, buy, sell, and rent metaverse real estate. Now, we're bridging together education and development whilst creating fulfilling metaverse experience environment for developers, metaverse real estate brokers, people who sell property, and then just owners, NFT creators, virtual event hosts and planners, e-commerce merchants, and business-to-business offerings. Now, this time last year, a lot of us fell into this very last category, newcomers to the metaverse. Now, tokenization is a massive part of our focus here. We're seeking to teach people how to profit and create sustainable business models through the iteration of the web we refer to as the metaverse. Now, we're seeking to create a forum whereby social and financial productivity and development can occur through bridging together new and experienced individuals within the GMeta One platform. Let's look back at how this all began. Because 19 years ago, 20 years ago next year, Second Life was launched. And it was the pioneer for what we now know as the metaverse. Think about this, guy. 20 years ago nearly. What did your phone look like then? You know, did it have a camera on it even? Possibly not. You certainly weren't accessing the internet on it. But Second Life probably came in too early at that point with their version of what we now know as the metaverse. But in Second Life, people can purchase avatars, wearables, property, vehicles using their own internal game currency, Linden dollars. Now, they are like a game currency, as I've just said. They're like V-Bucks is to Fortnite. You can only use them within the platform. You can only use them within Second Life. They're not externally tradable, and they're certainly not a cryptocurrency. But the problem here with Second Life, they got a massive amount of people who signed up, 64 million registered, but even by 2013, Second Life had only got 1 million active registered users, and it hasn't gone up a lot since, unfortunately. But Second Life remains as a trailblazer for all current metaverse projects, the daddy of them all. But I genuinely believe they probably were a bit too early. Now let's look at three who maybe did get the timing a bit better. Sandbox, Decentraland, and Somnium Space. Sandbox opened for business in November 2021. Now, at the time they launched their metaverse, the average land price was $100. If you see the price now, you'd be in tears that you missed out, guys. $100 was a bargain. The average land price as of this moment in time is around $15,000. Now they have a token that's called SAND, SAND. Now that launched a couple of years ago at 8 cents. Now the all-time high was achieved this time last year in November of 2021 at $8.40. It coincided with them launching their metaverse. It coincided with Mark Zuckerberg talking about the metaverse and bringing a lot of exposure. Look at that growth. So phenomenal growth in the land prices, phenomenal growth in the token that is their adopted currency. Now look at Decentraland. They opened their doors in February of 2020. The average price of land in Decentraland then was $20. Oh my God. Guys, this is the one that a lot of the blue chip companies are now going towards, Decentraland. The average price of land these days is around about $12,000. Now their token, there's a video at the top of this call talking about this token, MANA. That launched way back in 2017, and the price at launch was 2 cents. 4 years and 28 days later, it hit its all-time high of $5.85. 4 years, 28 days. Now, some people moaning because our token hasn't launched on the exchange yet, and we're not, we're just over a year into this. 4 years, 28 days for that to go from 2 cents all the way up to nearly $6. You'd have made a fortune had you got involved at the start. Somnium Space, they were the granddaddy of these other two. 2018, they opened their doors. The average price of land was $500 because there was no competition at that point, really, apart from Second Life. The average land price at 2022 was $10,000 in March of this year. Their token was called Cube. That launched at 2 cents, 2 tiny cents, 2.5 years ago. The all-time high was hit in November of last year, $28.12. Absolutely mind-blowing how much their token achieved in a short space of time. Now the trend here, as you can see, the land prices have gone up and the tokens have gone up as well. Now we're not suggesting here that our token or our land prices even are going to behave this way, but these are documented facts. We can't make predictions. We're not financial advisors, but these are trackable facts. All the sources are on this presentation. So why are we different? GMeta1 seeks to be a bridge, as I mentioned, between ourselves and others. We have unique offerings like our NFT proposition, education portal, business and advertising marketplace. But these bridges that we keep talking about really truly distinguish us from any other cryptocurrency project. There's a lot of projects out there that kind of just started and now they're backtracking and maybe seeking to build these bridges themselves. We started out with this in mind. Now also, our token will be launched on the Binance Smart Chain. Those three I just showed you were launched on Ethereum, and they quickly had to change to Polygon because the prices of gas fees were astronomical. Binance Smart Chain is faster, more flexible, and cheaper for you. We will offer a bridging solution if people want to use Ethereum and Polygon once we launch. Now, we're in pre-sale right now, and you can benefit from 100% bonus match from people you bring to GMeta1 who use your link and make a purchase. Now, if they then give their link to somebody and they make a purchase, you'll also get 50% bonus match from their purchases as well. So level 1, level 2. This is unique. You cannot do this at any other time apart from pre-sale. Once we sell the $5 million worth in pre-sale, that opportunity's gone. Now we're also, if you're prolific at bringing people to GMeta 1, if you're prolific and motivated, you can earn yourself NFT giveaways, VR headsets, and even luxury vehicle prizes. Now here's the property opportunities as we see them. There are 5 currently. Now there probably will be others because there's always ways in which people come up with utilizing this technology. But here are the 5 currently. Having a presence. Now, the benefits of having a presence in our metaverse, we're going to go through these in detail, guys, but let's just look at it. There's a huge marketing opportunity here. Huge, massive. This is the dawn of Web 3.0. It's very on trend, and it's also an opportunity whereby you can actually tie in sales with the metaverse with property sales in the real world as well. Now, number 2, you've got an opportunity to buy, sell, rent, and stake metaverse parcels. A parcel is a piece of land in the metaverse. You've also got a chance, number 3, to make a copy of a physical property in our metaverse. You've also got, number 4, the benefit here potentially of backing a real world property sale with an NFT. And finally, you've got the GMeta token, which is an opportunity in itself. It ties everything together that we do. Now, having a presence. This is the big one really right now, because look at these companies that are coming in. We also, on our other presentation, have a list of over 100 massive blue chip companies. But look at some of these names there: JP Morgan, Samsung, McDonald's, Price Waterhouse Cooper, Gucci, Adidas, Coke, Burberry, Louis Vuitton, Sotheby's, Wendy's, Victoria's Secret. The list does literally go on and on and on. The benefits of having a metaverse presence for any business are numerous. Permits businesses to reach a global audience without geographical limitations, allows businesses to interact with the customers in a more personal way, a more social, engaging experience for customers that can lead to more sales and long-term loyalty. All these companies are jumping in all over the place, even into your kids' games. Roblox, for example, Nike opened Nike Land in Roblox because they know their market. Generation Z's already on board with this. Your kids are already doing this, and these guys know it. Businesses can also use virtual worlds to train employees, replicating real-world experiences to let their team practice in advance. Businesses can test out new products and services without having to invest in physical infrastructure or risk negative publicity. Now, you've also got an opportunity to buy, sell, rent, and stake metaverse parcels. Anything you can do with a real world property, you can do it in the metaverse. In fact, you can actually do more. You can choose to rent out the experience of working on the land with people, other people in the digital world. Shopping malls, shops, event centers, galleries, they allow creators to showcase content, their content collections, giving a brand new commercial letting opportunity like you can get in GMeta Heights. If you've got something you want to advertise in the metaverse, we can rent your property and brand it up in GMeta Heights. A shop, an office, whatever you want. Now, metaverse projects with staking pools like our own allow you to purchase land and stake it as an NFT, giving the owner a passive income stream. Can't do that with a real property. Once a metaverse project achieves a certain level of popularity, just like in the real world, it creates desirable areas and prices react dramatically. You can see how prices react dramatically from the land prices I gave you earlier. Also, you've got the opportunity here, and you're going to get this with GMeta 1. At the minute, we've got a lot of buildings already built, and we're going to start designing offices, and you'll be able to choose an office style or an apartment style and buy it off plan and save yourself money from actually purchasing an existing built, finished building. Now, these guys, this made me sit up back in February of this year. I read this article and I nearly collapsed because I used to do work with this very company, Fine and Country Homes. What were they doing? Well, they were selling a property. It was called Hampton Hall in Surrey, I think. Yeah, Hampton Hall in Surrey. This property, as you can see, it's very nice. Definitely does more than keep the roof off, the rain off. £29 million that was going for, but they were offering it with a copy, a digital copy in the metaverse. The first property agent anywhere in the world to do that, and it was in the UK, and it made me sit up and listen to what was going on, because you've got a chance here to offer a doppelganger copy of a physical property. Now, we've done this to a certain extent already. We've done it in voxels, and we've done it in our metaverse with Miguel's Pizzeria. We've got copies of his exact pizzeria in the metaverse. The one in voxels is very, very similar to the one in Mexico that Miguel runs. Now, this opportunity is already being manipulated by firms in the USA, UK, Dubai, and other territories. We had recently a property developer in Tampa, Florida. They were building a house simultaneously in the real world in Tampa and also in Decentraland. So they're building an exact copy simultaneously of both, and they're going to sell the two as a package. Why do you want to do that? Well, the thing with it is the property in the metaverse, the land, the house, the furniture, the TV, the dog, the sofa, everything in it is an NFT. And you can stake every single one of those and earn yourself passive income. How powerful is that? And the thing as well, if you saw the property prices that I gave you earlier, your property, the digital copy of your real world property, could end up growing faster in value than the one in the real world. Here's another one. A company called Propy in the USA. They sell houses in the real world, but they back it up. The sale, the purchaser rather, who buys that property gets an NFT as proof of ownership. Now, as cryptocurrency becomes more popular against younger buyers and sellers, agents need a solution to help them. They're going to have to change with the times. Clients being able to sell their home as an NFT significantly reduces the overall closing time and costs versus a traditional sale. So if you buy the property, you get an NFT as proof of ownership. What can you do with that? Well, you can actually raise money using this NFT, because with everything, there's a whole new industry growing around the metaverse. And this NFT can be used as collateral for crypto borrowers and investors. You can take that to an NFT lending house and raise funds. So if you want to do up the property, you might be able to use a portion of its value using this proof of purchase, an NFT, like a digital deed. Right, finally, RJ Meta token. It all comes back to that. No matter where what we talk about, whether we talk about property, education, whether the metaverse is inevitable. Well, as you're going to hear from Miguel shortly, the tokenization is vital to our project. It's the power to our ecosystem. Everything you want to do in our metaverse. Very soon, you're going to be able to buy land. You're going to be able to build on that land. You're going to be able to furnish the buildings you build. You're going to be able to close your avatar. But in G-Meta, you're going to need our token to do all that. We're not taking anything else. You can't whip out your credit card and do it with that. No, sorry. You need to purchase our token. Therefore, the use case is undeniable. You cannot deny that there's a use case for our token. That's very important for the launch of a new token, a new cryptocurrency. It has to have a use case. There's a lot of these stupid meme coins that haven't got that. Ours is undeniable. Now, as well as that, you need a community. We're raising $5 million through our token pre-sale. And currently we have 5,000 holders of G Meta tokens. And we've got 15,000 subscribers. We've got tens of thousands in our social media. So we've got the community. That's the other thing you need for a successful token launch. And the final thing you need is liquidity. Now, 20%, when we raise this $5 million through the sale of 1 trillion G-Meta tokens, half of that amount is going into liquidity. Half of it, $2.5 million. Staggering. Never been done before in the DeFi space. So you've got the liquidity, you've got the community, you've got the use case. We're doing everything in our power to make sure this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. We can't make predictions, but we can set up everything to make sure this is a success. Our token will launch at 0.000025. So if you spent $1,000 today, you get 43 million G Meta tokens. If our token didn't do anything but stay static, nobody bought any from after launch, and nobody sold any, and it stayed at the launch amount, you'd actually make yourself $75 on that $1,000 purchase. Now, I'm sure you're not here for that kind of profit. It's up to you. You're in pre-sale. This is your opportunity to accumulate millions of these for nothing. Take that opportunity, guys. Take it today. Run it into 2023. Let's get this token launched. Imagine a market free from traditional barriers to entry, a platform where you can promote your brand globally, a currency with huge liquidity and infinite usage, and a world where anyone can participate and stake their claim. Hope you find this interesting, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I'm going to pass you back to Mr. Miguel Salvador. Thank you.
Woo! Awesome. Great presentation, Andy, as usual. Fantastic. All right, let's go into what I mentioned earlier. We got a few things. Yes, you can. Yeah. My son. But before we go there, let me just give a big shout out to the ones following what we're doing. We got Fortune on a call. We got Victor Sampson, Daniel Omewa. We got that's Vitex. We got Kingsley Mark, Solomon Kate, Udo Wilfred, Jediah, Mofi, and there's a few more that I don't know the name. Isaiah. Woo! Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah, that's me. So that's great. It's always awesome to see that we're being followed. And on Twitter, it's gone crazy. Our call has already had, let me just refresh. Yeah, 158 views. It's crazy, right? 100. You guys can all see that. Actually, I can share this. Let me put it here because I'm going to be sharing a few other things so I can actually share what I'm looking at. There we go. Look at that. 158 views, some retweets, some quote retweets, some likes, and there's everyone there. Let me hide this from here. We got Nugget, Raekwon, King David, Victor Sampson, Mofi, Goodwin Hoodoo, Montai, James Vimek, Isaiah Williams, Sony Daniel. Woo! Yeah, and if I refresh, there's going to be a few more, I think. It just keeps growing, which is good. It's good. 163 views now. How awesome is that? All right. Now I want to go through. So if guys, I always like to give this reminder. This was the property presentation. We got a full presentation that we usually do on Mondays. This week was done on Tuesday. If you guys want to see a full presentation where we go through our launchpad also, you're more than welcome to just go on YouTube or any of the platforms, even here on Twitter. You can go onto the Gmeta account, and there's always a recording there. Okay, we have a recording of all the calls that we do that stay on social media. So you're more than welcome to go back, watch one of those recordings, and if you don't know anything about Gmeta One, that's the best way to find out. All right, so let's go on to a few news. I don't know if Andy has got anything. Andy, do you have any news? I've got a few things here to talk.
I don't actually know. I've done some. Let me just see what I had yesterday. Yeah, I had. Bear with me
I
a
know
second.
you always share stuff. That's why I was quite asking.
There was. Bear with me a second. There's a couple of good things.
I saw some good ones, which I'm putting here on the screen now.
Well, topical. This is topical. Can't get more topical than this, actually. Let's just.
All right, you can share if you want. Yeah.
Okay, this is.
I saw
topical.
that one. That's awesome.
Guys, they've just been crowned world champions with Mr. Messi, and right now, the Argentine Soccer Association. Americans call it soccer. As you can see, it's football. AFA partners with Upland. Upland is Bored Ape's own miniverse inside Sandbox to enter the metaverse. The Argentine. Why do they keep calling it soccer? It's just Argentine Soccer Association. AFA. What does F stand for? Football has partnered with Upland, a virtual world platform, to introduce its fans to the metaverse. Upland will allow Argentine fans to have a bigger connection with AFA history, and by God, they have made some history in the last couple of weeks, presenting the opportunity to acquire digital representations of several properties of the league, including clubs, games, historical moments, and even tickets. So you're going to be able to buy NFT tickets. This is the way things are going for sport, the way things are going for music, the way things are going for film. The whole everything, every element of the arts and sports is going to be affected. So already,
Andy,
guys,
let me just stop you for a second. Can you just go
Yeah.
a little bit up to the picture? Go. No, stay there stay there. Go a little bit up to the beginning of the page. Okay. Go a little bit down. What is it saying? Poland in space.
Poland in space.
First Polish crypto stamp.
I'm running it to see what happens. Oh my God, a stamp.
So Poczta
Very dear
is
to
like a
Sylvie's
post
part, guys.
office.
If you don't know, Sylvie's actually from Poland. A fabulous place. I've been twice. And
So
there you go.
NFT. Oh, that's
Wow.
cool. That's actually good.
So this is like a virtual stamp, a postage stamp, essentially.
Oh,
Crypto, the space sector is one of the most highly advanced and innovative areas of increasing importance. Companies operating in it have been developing very dramatically for years. The space sector is represented in Poland by the Polish Space Agency, a partner of the first Polish edition of the stamps. The stamps depict selected achievements of Polish scientists in the field of space exploration.
that's really good.
Wow, how cool!
Yeah.
And there's
So this
oh my
company
word!
is the biggest post office in every
There you
country
go,
has
right,
got
the
the
big
post
device.
office, like the main post office, right? So this is the one from Poland.
Wow, that is really awesome. How like big companies are now even raising funds for various things in with cryptocurrency and NFTs and all that. It's impressive.
There you go, guys. This is your chance, Sylvie. This is your chance. I'll put this link.
And they're paying advertising for this. This is paid advertisement.
Yeah, that's a paid advertisement. Yeah.
Well, the people who are behind it are basically the Polish Space Agency and the Polish Security Printing Network. So the people who produce all the government materials and all that sort of stuff, highly secure printing required. And that's it. That's the only two. So I'm presuming, I gather here they're talking about print run. I'm guessing you actually get the stamp, the physical stamp, and the token itself, because it's talking about philatelists who are stamp collectors, basically. So, yeah, I think you get the physical item and an NFT as well. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. I'll put this link in our chat, guys. So there you go. Very topical today. We've got Sylvie on the call on what happens. This is what happens around here. Let's have a look. Put it into our little private chat. That's it there, Sylvie, if you need it.
Thank you.
Sylvia will need it for sure.
Anybody else, I'll put it out there too. It's gone out on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch as well. So have a look at that too. That's very, very intriguing. But it just shows, everything is affected by this.
Yeah, definitely.
That Argentinian Football Association.
Yeah.
Football, not soccer. Football. Soccer is a swear word. Soccer is a swear word.
All right, let me show you something else really cool here. Let's have a look at that. South Korea aims to become powerhouse of Metaverse.
Wow.
Now, this is funny because we this is very funny because they're all aiming at the same thing, right?
Yeah.
They're all aiming to be the powerhouse of Metaverse. How
Dubai,
funny!
Miami, Singapore, Shanghai,
Qatar.
They're all they're all at it.
Abu Dhabi, they're all trying. They're all focusing like they're going to be the powerhouse. They're going to be the center. They're going to be the Metaverse. The thing is, because it's open to the whole world, right? Everyone can be a powerhouse of Metaverse. That's the thing. But it's a 5-year plan to invest 13.8 million in the regional metaverse economy has been announced by South Korea. Guys, this is governments announcing this, right? Governments. The government of South Korea states a 70 million fund in January to invest in the concept of virtual reality. However, its associated digital technology set the stage for the nation interest in taking the lead into so-called metaverse world early in 2022. So it's becoming so interesting what is going on. But I'm telling you what, I got a few more. Let me show you another one. Now this one is about India. Okay, I think I had something else here. No, not this one. This one. No. It's this, because India is trying to do the same thing. So I'm going to share a video with you. Okay, I'm going to share a video with you. It's very, very funny because we just heard about South Korea trying this, like aiming to the metaverse. Now we're going to hear about India.
The Metaverse, this futuristic virtual world where it's said that people would be interacting with each other using gadgets like these. Yeah. Mega companies like Meta, Unity, and Microsoft are already working to make this tech a reality. They've put billions of dollars into something that's not even here because they believe in it. But in this video, I want to shift the focus to India. What is India doing to make the metaverse? What are the challenges? Where are we headed? India has one of the largest pools of Web3 developers in the world, and that number is set to explode in the coming years. This makes India one of the strongest contenders to be the front runner for Web3 tech all over the world.
I strongly believe that India can become hub for metaverse development.
That is Ashish Agarwal, the co-founder of Lipasa, a metaverse company in India. Just like Lipasa, there are many other metaverse creators in the country, and we spoke to some to understand how India is helping shape the internet of tomorrow. The metaverse industry is expected to be worth trillions of dollars by 2030, and Indian companies are trying to get a head start in making most of the opportunity. Currently, India has more than 450 Web3 startups working with Web3 tech. Within these, AR, VR, and extended reality tech are hot properties and will play a key role in shaping the metaverse. But how excited is India for the metaverse? Is there even a demand?
There is a huge demand for metaverse technologies in India. I regularly sort of bump into a lot of news articles and a lot of people from the industry who are following into the metaverse field, be it from the automobile or from the FMCG. There's a whole gamut of industries who are wanting to be in the metaverse space, and I think India is booming in that sector.
Top businesses like Coca-Cola, Nike, Puma are excited because the metaverse is a fascinating space to advertise and explore, and even customers are curious to know what the metaverse can offer. Also, India is a young tech-savvy country, and the social acceptance of the metaverse is high. Though we also have a digitally skilled population here, obviously, the transition from the internet of today to the metaverse of tomorrow will not happen overnight. But we are surely headed in the right direction.
We are seeing enthusiasm amongst users and industry builders because of high-speed internet availability in India, and seeing VR headsets availability next couple of years in India. Metaverse will be in huge demand, and this is the time when the developers are coming and seeing the potential market in coming few years.
Though the arrival of 5G could be a game changer for metaverse companies in India, these companies are also developing keeping in mind the current infrastructure.
Let's be honest, the amount of target audience, when I'm talking about amount, I'm talking about the number of people who can really adopt this technology and become testers for all of us and give first-hand feedback will be beyond what any other even the Western countries can offer. Second, the type of infrastructure that we have, I know we're talking about 5G, but all the environments, all the experiences that we're really creating are optimized for 4G.
This is the Lipasa Metaverse, a gamified virtual world. And this is what India is building for the future. And these companies are not only building for India, but for the world. The metaverse is just not going to be about only a few companies, but many companies join together to coexist. And India is playing a pivotal role in making this possible.
Our perspective is that it's going to be a collective effort. It's going to be an ecosystem play. And that is where folks like us, small studios who are specializing in this technology or an ecosystem, who come from that gaming background, we understand what it really takes for brands and for users to really adopt such things. So how we are actually enabling the large tech enterprises to take metaverse and either give that as an offering to their clientele, or we are enabling them to be metaverse friendly. The way that we are really different is we come from gaming and we understand the nuances of creating that experiences where people would want to come back.
These companies believe that India has the potential to become a Web3 metaverse hub of the world. And I agree as well. Not only that, but even Indian IT firms are joining this race. Infosys has built its own metaverse foundry. Tech Mahindra has launched a Tech Mverse, and other giants like Wipro, TCS have started offering metaverse services. We have the resources, the technology, and the infrastructure to drive this. However, there are some challenges as well.
India has all the positive environment, manpower, skill set, demand, market. But when it comes to Web3 technologies, still we need more support from government and we need more clarity on the regulations, and then we can talk about that.
Yuvraj is the co-founder of Edverse, which is an educational metaverse company in India, and he believes that spotting the right talent is also a challenge in this space. You also have concerns about privacy and safety online. Since the idea of the metaverse revolves around Web3, then you should be the owner of your own data. Also, legislation needs to be put in place to monitor and regulate the metaverse. You'd be surprised to know that AI is still unregulated in India, and that should not be the fate for the metaverse. Also, since this is a global technology, the true potential of the metaverse cannot be achieved unless companies focus on making the metaverse interoperable and compatible with current gen devices. Indian companies are also jumping on the metaverse bandwagon. Reliance held its 2022 AGM in the metaverse for the first time. The Blenders Pride fashion tour is also happening in Decentraland, and Flipkart also launched a metaverse shopping experience. At this rate, you can expect a lot more meta masala in 2023. The metaverse community in India is small right now, but it is growing. From the hundreds to the thousands, more developers and startups are joining the metaverse community, and you will definitely hear more from this space in the days to come. Are you looking forward to the metaverse? What do you think about the technology? Let us know.
So that is pretty awesome. What do you guys think of that? Andy, Sylvia, what you thought of that? that was a few mistakes there, I think.
I think it's great.
Very impressive. But you can see that they all want to be the leaders, right? In the metaverse, they all want to get a charge of it. So I think we're gonna see like amazing race of technologies and the countries who's gonna be the first one and who's gonna be like better in this space.
But did you notice there's two things that I always point out when I see these reviews, these news. There's always two things. One is they're all aiming at the goggles, at the headsets, right? So which is one of the biggest mistakes they can do. Even here on this video that we just saw, they were talking about the headsets and the virtual reality and everything, but they were doing everything on the computer.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to say as well, like India, you've got the massive extremes of wealth. You've got billionaires down to people who can't afford to eat. So how would the purchase of a $100, $200, $300 headset be required? It just can't work if that.
I do believe that in the coming years, headset prices will fall drastically.
Yes, I believe it's gonna be like with the mobile phones. Before mobile phones were not available to everyone, and now look, everyone's got a mobile phone. You cannot have a money to. You don't have a money to go and buy a food, but what you have phone.
Yeah, everyone has that.
Exactly. I agree. I think there's one other thing, Miguel, that India has. For the first time last week, it was announced, if you have a quiz question and they say, what's the most populated country in the world? For our generation, it's always been, China, 100% China. That's going to change in 2023. It's going to be India.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
for the first time, and God knows how long. India is going to overtake because China put in place curbs, penalties if you had more than one child. India didn't do that. So
God,
they're going to overtake the most populated country on earth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now, because information is much easier to access, it's easier to learn. You don't really, for anyone to learn, they don't really need to go to a school or college. They can get all the learning they need from YouTube or video platforms like YouTube, right? You can get all the knowledge that you need from that. That's crazy.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Obviously, you don't have the diplomas or the degrees or like actual written diplomas and degrees and all that stuff, but you can still learn everything they would learn on a school, university, everything. All the theory is all there on these video platforms. Now, one other thing that I think that everyone is doing a big mistake in on that video it was showing is right up until the end, only at the end, they spoke about interpolability. Only at the end. But the whole video was, oh, we're creating the metaverse, we got a metaverse, not realizing that the metaverse does not exist. They all have digital universes, right? Digital universes. Unless you are creating your digital universe thinking of interpolability in the future, man, you're just creating another digital universe.
Yeah.
It's another digital, nothing
Exactly.
else. It's not even compared to what the metaverse is going to be.
And one thing I noticed just on the beginning, right, the first clip on the beginning, what was they saying? They were saying like Web3, something, CBDCs,
Sorry?
central bank cryptocurrencies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I am so scared of that because we can actually see that the banks are trying to get control on whatever the digital world's gonna be. Like I
And
can
they will eventually do. They will eventually do, because all of this manipulation, talking about cryptocurrency, making the price go down as much as possible. What is it for?
Oh, so they can get in, of course. As
Of course.
you know, we know that. It's not happening the first time. Is last? I remember like last circle where all the billionaires were talking crap about Bitcoin, and then they fly to Spain and they bought it like full bucks on it, you know. So yeah, no to Spain, sorry, to Switzerland.
Yeah.
So JP Morgan, right? That's what he done. So
Yeah, Mr. Diamond. Demon.
Yeah, so that's
all right.
that's what happened.
Let's move forward. Metaverse and B2C brands, buyer to consumer brands in 2022 highlights. We're close to the we're close to the end of the year, so this is important. Let me hide this here, and let me accept that. All right, but did I do anything wrong? Okay. But you can see like brand activation in the metaverse today. There are several ways of companies to participate in the metaverse, but the majority of them require one or more of the following technologies through platforms like Roblox, Decentraland. Virtual immersive settings can be accessed. Encounters using virtual reality or augmented reality. I don't believe that. NFTs and other cryptocurrencies are non-fungible tokens. So here you got obviously Meta or Facebook, Nike, you got Wendy, the fast food chain. Wendy's has consistently followed the newest fashions among its younger, more impressionable clientele, in addition to a dedicated me from the Nintendo Wii, an Animal Crossing avatar, and most recently a character who beats the freezer in Fortnite. So, guys, you seeing this is so funny that how these companies are like digging in to the to metaverse related things, right? Samsung,
Yes.
we saw Samsung in Decentraland, massive. They're not just on Decentraland; they're in other platforms. Hyundai, footwear, Snap versus New Balance, Coca-Cola, obviously, Sentosa, Burberry, Dolce & Gabbana, Disney. Disney, oh my God, what they're doing is incredible. Ferrari, Vans, McCain Foods. So the companies that are already participating, these is companies that are like the ones that really like stand out in 2022, right? The ones that really like stand out in 2022 highlights.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very interesting. I'm going to share the link here for this on our Telegram, on our Discord, and also on our social media, because I think it's a very, very interesting.
But it's also very important to understand that the future of advertising, of the marketing, is that's what they're doing, right? Like Coca-Cola, before they used to be everywhere, or every single street, every single corner. Now they're going in the metaverse. Why they doing that? Do you know?
Actually, you notice you don't see very many billboards about Coca-Cola anymore.
Not anymore, right? But before it
was like everywhere.
when we were young, because when we were young, we were on the street. And those kids now, where are they? Roblox, Fortnite, the other one was called I forgot. Yeah, but everyone Minecraft, right? So that's where they're aiming, because the new generation is there. Like, guys, our son Diego is playing Roblox. So he was like so asking for that his present for Christmas, he wanted the token that is used in Roblox. He's 70, sorry, he's 8.
He's listening to you right now.
Yes, Diego, you remember today there is no iPad for you, right? Do you remember that?
Ah, that's why he came here.
That's why he came, yeah.
Go, because we're doing a live. Go. Wow.
But anyway, where I was going, so he was there meeting with a friend, with a girlfriend, right? So they were going around. They went to the fast food. They had some burgers. Then they jumped inside the car. They went to another place where they had like drinks and cookies, and then they kissed, right?
Yeah, Sylvia was shocked.
I was shocked.
Still is.
I was shocked.
All right, well, let's keep moving. Let's keep going forward.
Oh my God.
All right. Now, guys, I saw another video from CNBC. Okay. So this is CNBC. This is a major networks, all right? It's not a joke. It's major networks. This one is only three minutes, but I think it's important to show. Let's see if anyone can find any mistake on this video. Okay. You guys ready? Let's go for it. Let's put this big. Let's play it.
Shares of Facebook parent Meta have been pummeled this year. Steve Kovac joins us right now with a closer look at the company's future. Steve, whip out that magic ball that tells us what's coming.
Yeah, exactly. So let's break down the year in the metaverse, Becky. And you have to start with Meta because that's the poster child of the metaverse right now. Just a year ago, Mark Zuckerberg bet the entire company on the metaverse concept. Today, shares in Meta down 65% on the year, in part because investors are unhappy with the tens of billions of dollars lost trying to build an experiment that may not pay off for a decade, if it ever does at all. So look, this summer, the internet had a good chuckle over how bad Meta's vision for the metaverse actually looks. Remember Zuckerberg's avatar selfie? I played video games 20 years ago that looked better than what we're looking at right now. There are signs consumer interest is falling too. The NPD group tells CNBC spending on VR headsets fell 2% this year to a little over $1 billion. Now, to put that in perspective, Apple sells about $200 billion worth of iPhones every year. This is despite market leader Meta launching a new $1,500 headset called the Meta Quest Pro. Now, that debuted to poor reviews, though we'll have to wait until Meta reports earnings to get an idea how well it actually sold. But guys, the industry is not giving up. In February, Sony will start selling its new VR rig for the PlayStation 5. That will obviously be entirely focused on gaming, though. And then there's Apple, finally expected to enter the space with that long rumored headset at the end of the year. But Apple's challenge is going to be showing a compelling use case for this technology that rivals haven't been able to do so far. And if that doesn't happen, this metaverse concept may end before it can really take off.
What did you think of it? You've checked this out.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it from a distance. I think it's a little clunky. What do you think?
A little clunky is being nice, I would say. It's glitchy. So I tried the new, actually, Andrew and I had the same demo at Facebook
and we disagree vehemently.
Yes, we were talking
about the situation.
Yeah.
I don't, by the way, I think it's clunky today.
Yes.
I don't think it's in great shape today.
Right.
But I look at it like I look at any kind of piece of technology and I say to myself, what could this be in 2, 3, 4, 5 years? And I think it could be an unbelievable experience. That's not to say you're going to live in the metaverse all day long. That's not the goal. But the presence and what it is. I mean, I remember years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, talk to Eric Schmidt and I'd be like, oh my God, the battery on this thing, it only lasts 3 hours. And he would say, you know what, give it time. And so if you know where it's going to go.
Not all of them go that way. I mean, I can think of all the technology things that we've given a shot to and that have fallen by the wayside because something else comes along. Or by the way, maybe it's the metaverse and somebody else.
No, but the way you
somebody else may do it. That to me is a possibility that somebody else, not Meta, actually pulls this off.
It's possible. And maybe Apple.
And maybe it's Apple. But the idea that this whole concept is somehow a broken concept, I'm not willing to give up hope yet.
It's not broken, but unproven. And you got to evaluate where things are today. So they're selling this today, not in 10 years, today. They're betting the company on this today, not in 10 years, today.
Yeah,
this is what investors
okay.
So where was the big mistake right there? Where was the big mistake right there? Can anyone tell me?
Well, again, the goggles, right? Again, the goggles, which...
And CNBC is focusing the metaverse
It's all about VR.
goggles.
Yeah. Well,
That's
I
the
believe
problem.
that the goggles gonna be a massive part on what is coming, you know. But it's also the augmented reality where we're gonna have a normal glasses where we can actually use it and go into the metaverse and, you know, the augmented reality, which is amazing thing, I think. Like, for example, the other day we were talking about trying the cars, right? The Volkswagen, that they do the drive test that you can actually feel how you're driving the car, and somebody else in Germany will explain you how you can use it. And yes, with the goggles, the experience is, I would say, 90% better. I do believe that. But metaverse is not only the goggles, and we need to think about if they want people to go into the metaverse right now, they need to be able to go with that, with this.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You're right.
That's how we're gonna go to the future with the mobile
that's the
phone, because
problem.
that's what is available to every single person right now. Yes,
Sylvia, I know you don't like to talk very much, but can you let Andy say something?
No, but I think I just no, it's fine, please. No, but it's what I said in that article. You know, a lot of people watch that, and as far as they're concerned, that's the metaverse. That's it. Oh, we're not getting involved in that. CNBC said it's a load of bullshit, and basically. That article was all about VR headsets. It was nothing to do with the metaverse. And you think about, you get, Apple, these little pods you stick in your ear.
Yeah.
That enhances your experience listening to music and whatever. But you can still hear music without them. You don't need those. It's not necessary. Okay, it's better if you've got Beats by Dre head gear to listen to music or pods, but you don't need them. You can listen to music on your PC, on your phone. You can access it. Everybody can access it. But that's like saying, you write off the future of music because the latest Apple pods for your ears aren't good. They're rubbish. They're not selling. So music is finished.
That's why I think it's very, very, very funny what these guys are aiming and showing is like reviewing the metaverse in 2022, and they're talking about goggles. They're talking about headsets. Seriously. Okay, interesting. So and this is the last one.
Okay.
Top 5 metaverse tokens for great returns in 2023. Now, I think there's one missing here on this list. Okay, one big one, which is good. It's good because it gives the opportunity to the community to actually make something out of this. But I'm going to tell you about the top 5 now. We are not financial advisors. Okay. I just want always emphasize that we're not financial advisors. No one can tell you what the future brings. And this article is from CoinGape, so I don't want to take any merit, but I think it's a very good article. Now the first one that they talk about is the ape coin, which I don't know if I totally agree with this one. I heard about a lot of things about the ape coin, which doesn't really excite me personally. Then we got the sandbox for sure. This is going to be one of the top tokens. I don't know if you guys agree with me.
Yes, I do definitely. The sandbox is actually the one that all the celebrities are going into it, and everyone wants to.
Yeah, they're not directly endorsing, but they're all going into it, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So even there was the big event from what's her name? Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton.
That was awesome. That was in Sandbox.
The Sandbox. Remember, I was actually jumping to Dolce Gabbana. You went with me as well, right? They had a massive award that they have. Yeah. So
this is interesting, and knowing that the price went down, all crypto market went down, right? All crypto market. So we know that this number is, because it's so low, is bound to go up like crazy, absolutely like crazy. Especially that Sandbox does something very good. They actually use Sand to purchase items within Sandbox. So that is it's what everyone wants, is a token with utility, right? So this one is a big plus for me. I think that definitely. Decentraland, the same thing for Decentraland. When we can see how low the coin went right now. So it's a great opportunity for 2023. Both of those, ApeCoin, personally, I'm not too sure. But those two, Sandbox, Decentraland, Andy, do you agree with me? Man, this is crazy, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously we know some people who are very knowledgeable and looking at trends, and it's always a thing. We always talk about the history of these tokens like Decentraland, Sandbox, we've shown. And the thing about these is, if you're looking at a cryptocurrency, okay, it's market conditions, bad publicity about the metaverse from idiots that we've just seen, and the market conditions, it's gone down. Of course it has. But you look at what it's achieved previously. In other words, if it's done it before and the market conditions were right, it'll do it again and more. And I think
more and more.
Decentraland, their peak, all of their peaks, all of those three currencies that we talk about on our presentation, they all hit because a lot of them launched their metaverses at that point, and Mark Zuckerberg brought all that publicity to the concept of the metaverse, and they benefited at that time. But you think of what's mass adoption? When people start to get more knowledgeable, when metaverse is the number one Googled term.
Yep.
They'll go. They've done it before. They'll be back. They'll be back big style. Yep. You look at that one. We know where they've been, and it's scary what some of these tokens have done.
Yep, definitely. Another one is Meta Hero. avatars of real-world objects and people are created in high definition using 3D scanning as part of a new metaverse project, MetaHero. The business has even set up a scanning chamber in Doha that scans items and produces a digital 3D version of them for the MetaHero universe. So that is extremely interesting.
Wow.
I'm sure this is going to be popular.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I think that's one, like, I would call it an underdog, right? No one knows
I
very
never
much
heard
about it.
it. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, right. That MetaHero, definitely.
MetaHero. I'm gonna definitely check it out.
And then you got Star Atlas, a metaverse project called Star Atlas is based on the visually stunning video game. The setting of the game is for the far future, specifically the year 2620, where players can conquer territory and gather resources in a very futuristic environment. I haven't heard of Star Atlas yet, so that's news for me. And then number 6. Who is number 6?
Who is number 6?
Can anyone tell me who number 6 is?
Who is number 6? Guys, do you know? Right there in the chat.
For
in the comments.
2023, who is for number 6?
We'll give you a clue. You can actually get it for free right now.
Well, for free?
Yeah, almost free.
Well, it's almost you can get it from up to $5 or by actually referring other people, right?
Absolutely.
Guys, the next one, the top 6, in my opinion, actually, I think it will beat all of these, because once the token is officially launched, oh my God, people will realize we're creating what is missing, that interpolability between all the digital universes, right? They're all focused on creating their own digital universe, but I haven't seen many other projects. I've heard of some, but I haven't seen them actually doing it, and we're actually doing it. Mofi, you're absolutely right, my friend. You're absolutely right. Number 6, in my opinion, which I think is actually number 1, is G Meta 1. Guys, it's going to go crazy in 2023. There's so many plans in so many plans that we got coming. Is crazy, absolutely crazy. Like putting our digital universe of the property available for sale, the banners, the links. Can you imagine if you have your own digital universe, you'll be able to actually get a space on our digital universe, put a link there or put a portal there to your own digital universe. That's interpolability.
Yeah.
That's the start of interpolability. Obviously, not everything, but it's the start. You start with small things, and then you grow with others. You know what I mean? So that's what we're doing right here. It's going to be absolutely incredible. 2023, it's going to be a year that no one in G Meta 1 will forget. Guaranteed. All right, guys. I don't know if you guys want to add anything, Andy.
No, this is a brilliant call. Well put together, Miguel. Fantastic. And I think, guys, any of those things that have been raised here, let us know your opinions. Let's start the conversations on Twitter, especially. Brilliant. Any feedback? I've just put feedback about CNBC on there. Start the conversation. Let's get the debate going. And yeah, just let's get those conversations out there, because that's what gets eyes on what we're doing here better than anything, that interaction.
Yeah.
So if you've got something to say it on Twitter.
Let us know what we could do better.
Definitely.
I think that's always a great question. What can we do better? What can we do better on the calls? What can we do better? Give us your input. I think community input is the most important. Let's all play a role. It's not just Miguel. It's not just Andy. It's not just The boss is not just Richmond, it's not just Holden. Guys, this is our project. Let's all give our input. All right. Also, I can see Victor also saying DMOPA token. Definitely DMOPA token. And there's some ideas about that token that haven't been discussed in public yet, but there's going to be some really cool things coming very, very, very soon. All right, guys. Sylvia, any last words?
Well, so we've seen there that they were showing that the Meta stocks went 60% down. But we have to remember that every single stock market, every single company went down. All the cryptocurrency, or look at Tesla. They went down 60%. They're not building a metaverse either, so it's like, yeah, we are on the almost the end of this crisis, right? But soon everything's gonna go up, it's gonna go back, and metaverse is not gonna stop. People is gonna be talking about it, and the Meta company they are putting 20% of all the earnings next year is gonna go into the metaverse, into building metaverse. So we're gonna be hearing about metaverse for years to come.
Yeah.
And I always say, this is the future. So get into it, guys. Just try it. Just go. The easiest way to try the metaverse, go to Crypto Voxels on your phone, because you can go on your phone and try the metaverse. Go inside the digital world. Just do it. Just do it.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 2023, the year of G-Meta 1 going global. Ooh, Evelyn, I love that. I love that.
Hi, Evelyn. Nice to see you, that you are with us.
All right, guys, this is all for today. Tomorrow will be Friday. Will be a super party Friday like we did last week, because we will not be doing a call on Saturday, as it's the last
call of the year. Wow.
Day of the year. Oh.
So where are we gonna be doing it?
So tomorrow we're gonna do the last party of the year in Voxels. Guys, come into the G-Meta 1 arena. Let's do something special there. But everyone needs to participate. So tomorrow's call, be ready to go into the metaverse with us on Crypto Voxels in our G-Meta 1 arena. Let's make a big party. Let's put some music. It won't be the Christmas music. We're gonna take the tree out as well, right?
Okay.
Oh, no, still.
I was working so hard on the street.
Take that down on New Year's Day. Take that down on New Year's Day.
Yeah. Leave the tree then. Leave the tree, but let's put some
still a holiday
things very there soon. Actually, I was even thinking maybe Sylvia. Let's see, guys, help us out here, okay? Help us out, because it's like I'm always the one asking Sylvia, but it can't be just me, right? Well, don't you think Sylvia could create a special T-shirt for tomorrow? A special 2023 welcome to 2023 G-Meta 1. What do you guys think? Let's see, guys. Help me out on the comments. Help me out on Twitter. Help me out on Telegram. Help me out. Maybe if the many people will help, then maybe she'll create one T-shirt like that, or maybe even various. And we'll be doing some T-shirt giveaways tomorrow. So let's see. Help us out. Help me out, guys. Help me out. I need help. All right, guys. Take care. That was an awesome call. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you for all the ones that participated. Guys, we'll see you all tomorrow, 12 p.m. EST on our party. Take care.
See you,
Bye-bye.
guys. See you tomorrow in the metaverse.